Hello and welcome back to another Popcorn Chat. I hope you guys are doing well. In this video I'm going to be speaking to you about Fede Alvarez's latest film, Alien Romulus. You may know the name Fede Alvarez from films such as Evil Dead 2013 remake, as well as Don't Breathe. So with that knowledge you'd expect quite a lot of horror in this film. However, I didn't find this film that scary. However, the last 15 minutes were really creepy and that's when the horror really kicked in for me. I may as well get into it now, but I think this is the part that's going to divide audiences. I really liked it. I think this is something that was clearly in Fede's vision, and it really sort of came to fruition when, you know, you see this really sort of horrifying thing. Really creepy, really sort of haunting imagery that the 90 minutes before didn't really have. It felt very standard in terms of an alien film. But for me, that last 15 minutes really sort of shone through. And it worked. I really thought that David Johnson was the shining light in this film. After seeing him in Rye Lane last year, I really was excited to see what he was going to go on and do, and one of those happens to be Alien Romulus. I didn't know anything about his character going into this film. I don't think that was given away in the trailers, but I think his performance and the sort of dual personality was so magnetic and really kept me engaged in terms of the narrative. Obviously we have our lead protagonist played by Cailee Spaeny, and I think she does a good job, but it's not the best thing I've seen her in this year. Like, she did Civil War and Priscilla, which are just amazing performances. This one, I don't know, I was expecting something a little bit more. You know, you're standing on the shoulders of Sigourney Weaver. So yeah, I don't know, I wanted something bigger. I wanted more of that kind of sort of female energy sort of lacking in this film. I thought they could have done something more with her character. I did enjoy this film. It definitely hit a lot of alien tropes which you'd expect from a film like this. There's a lot of wink wink nudge nudge moments and even a cameo as well. So it's very much playing into that kind of love of the first film, and we've seen that a lot in cinema, you know, in the last 5 years or so, in terms of playing towards sort of legacy characters and, you know, the sort of reboot, requel thing going on. This is very much of that ilk. Nonetheless, I do think that's one of the film's main downfalls. It feels far too familiar to not just any alien film, but any sci-fi film as a whole. And I think that's why I really enjoyed the last 15 minutes, because it did something different. I don't want a carbon copy of the film that we all, you know and love. I want it to do something different within that universe. And annoyingly, I think it only really does that in that last 15 minutes. I think Fede Alvarez probably would have wanted to do a lot more of that horror, but I think maybe some people at the top have prevented him from doing that. The music and the cinematography was beautiful throughout. It really sort of submersed you within this world. It made you feel isolated, scared, and just really sort of eerie. And it, you know, the music alone could have scared you. I really enjoyed that, and I think that's always going to be a standout for me when it comes to an alien film. As I said previously, I think David Johnson's performance really kept me engaged throughout. I think he's one of the best things about this film. But like I say, I do think it falls into tropes, sort of expected sort of storylines and story beats. So yeah, it's a kind of a mixed bag, but still on the more enjoyable side. Thank you so much for watching this review of Alien Romulus. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you've seen the film, did you like the last 15 minutes or were you not a fan of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I'll see you guys very soon for another Popcorn Chat.